Good evening from the newsroom. The news for this Tuesday, 2nd of July. The National Assembly sitting ended quite early this morning. This is because there was no quorum for the session to continue.
The lack of quorum was brought about by a walkout of opposition members after the leader of the opposition in the National Assembly, Sébastien Pillet, protested against the treatment his PNQ received, which resulted in his question not featuring on the order paper. He said he was twice asked to rephrase his question, and in the end he decided to stick to his original one, but was told it has overlapped the time limit given to submit the question. Deputy Speaker Gervais Henry explained that some wording of the question was not in accordance with the standing order. The walkout caused the lack of quorum because some MN are out of the country on official mission. Deputy Speaker Henry felt that the walkout was malicious to block the work of the Assembly, and he directed the Secretariat to cut the salary of the U.S. members who staged the walkout.
There has been an increase in the number of people who are obese and in the use of e-cigarette smoking. These are some of the findings in a study on cardiovascular and non-communicable diseases conducted by the Ministry of Health last year. The ministry says this is a cause for major concern for the ministry and for the population in general. Some of the other findings is an increase in alcohol consumption and sugary drinks. The main objective of the survey was to evaluate the risk factors in the population. 1,205 participants were selected at random by the National Bureau of Statistics to participate in this survey. According to the Public Health Commissioner, Dr. Jude Chedeon, this is a representative sample of the Seychelles population. The results of these were released today. The study was funded by the Government of Seychelles, the Seychelles Petroleum Company, SEPEC, and the Mauritius Commercial Bank.
We've just presented the National NCD, or Non-Communicable Disease Survey. It's the fifth one since we did the first one in 1989. And we have monitored people's behavior as regards to risk factors. We have also taken samples to measure many things in the blood, like blood sugar, cholesterol, etc. And all these risk factors that influence cardiovascular diseases and cancers later on in life. And some of the findings are encouraging, but others are not so encouraging and requires a lot of concerted national action.
The elderly and disabled persons can have recourse to the law when their rights are not respected or protected. There are 6 such laws in which certain articles state that the elderly and disabled persons should not be subjected to abuse, discrimination, violence, abandonment, and other ill treatment. The information was brought to the attention of about 50 participants of a symposium held yesterday at the Palais de Justice. The symposium was organized by the Division for the Elderly and Disabled in collaboration with the Judiciary and the Human Rights Commission. The aim was to find ways to improve on existing laws to better protect and defend the rights of the elderly and disabled persons. Supreme Court Judge Brassel Adeline pointed out that it was important to have consultations with the affected groups.
We who are young has to recognize that our elderly and those who are disabled in our society, they do have a role to play in our society. And I'm sure that many people who can perform very well in different spheres of our society, but only if they are given the opportunity, only if their views are heard. What is also important, in my opinion, is that there need to be more consultations with people who have vested interest in those subjects. So if there are to be laws to be enacted for the purpose of enhancing or protecting the life of the elderly or the disabled, the elderly and the disabled must be given an opportunity to have a say.
The Curator office, which is located on the first floor of Premier Building in Victoria, has launched its website and new logo. This was during a short ceremony at the Olympic House at Rochekaimer yesterday morning. The event coincided with the anniversary of the coming into force of the Curator Act on the 1st of July 2024 and the opening of their office on the same date 2 years ago. Danny Luca was appointed as the curator of the Curator office in April 2022. He says that the office deals with at least 300 cases per year and registers an average of 25 cases per month.
Today represents a strategic step forward in our journey and our ongoing commitment towards innovation and accessibility, aligning us with Area 1 of the Seychelles National Development Strategy 2024 to 2028, a modern public service. It reflects our mission to safeguard the smooth and timely distribution of successions, enabling the availability of land for social and economic development in Seychelles. As our motto indicates, your successions and your property rights are our priorities. The new website and logo have been designed as important tools to engage, inspire, empower, sensitize, and connect with citizens more effectively. We hope that being a new entity, we enhance our communication strategies and address our current weaknesses, that is the lack of public awareness. And when people understand our mandate, they are more likely to join us in our efforts, advocate for our cause, and contribute to our drive for excellence.
The Commissioner of the Seychelles Prison Service, Raymond Setange, and the Vice-Chancellor of UNICE, Joël Perrault, have signed a memorandum of agreement on the development of programs and research opportunities. Dr. Michael Hall and Diana Asba joined as witnesses for the signing. This MOA is to establish a collaborative framework aimed at enhancing the capabilities, knowledge, and skills of SPF staff through an advanced training and the provision of higher education programs, as well as to conduct research that will contribute to the understanding and reduction of recidivism in Seychelles. The Island Conservation Society, ICS, has announced the temporary closure of the Aride Island Nature Reserve in response to the beginning of the southeast monsoon. This decision comes as a precautionary measure to ensure the safety of visitors, staff, and local wildlife. The adverse weather, which includes strong winds and rough seas, poses significant risks as all boats coming to Aride must disembark directly on the beach. At this time of the year, erosion of the beach is already being observed, and therefore all operations on the island will be greatly affected. The closure, effective as from Monday the 1st of July, will remain in place until the end of September, though the opening month may change based on weather developments. And with this, we come to the end of this news summary. Thank you for watching and have a very pleasant evening.